Hello, 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 hello. All right, how's it going, everybody? Today we do have two streams. We have two streams today. The first one is playing Limbus Company for the first time. Again, this is going to be a shorter stream, just because I do want to prepare for the upcoming podcast that is happening in 3.5 hours. In 3.5 hours, we will be having our very first podcast episode. With that, let's get this timer started. Yeah. Resume. Okay, perfect. So we are at 25 hours and 1 minute, and yeah, hopefully by today we'll be under 20 hours. And as for Limbus Company, again, it is the first time that we are playing the game. And this is how the game is starting with, do you see now? You can't run from us. So, alright, we'll see what happens. You dare interrupt me as I was engraving the blank. You must be out of your...
엄밀히 따져보면 스승님이 하려는 게 도시의 금기는 아니더라.
Hey Jacob, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. If you missed it, we are doing a shorter stream like right now. It's just gonna be like around 2 hours roughly. And then later on we will be back because we do have our very own podcast coming soon. You can't do this to me, Transform. We just got an update. Okay. Cool. Hi Title, how's it going? But yeah, let's go over it really quick. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Just so you all can see. No, that's not the right poster. This one. Look at it. So this is our podcast poster thing. I don't know what you really call them, but there it is. That's me, of course. And on the right is our good friend Yuko, another VTuber, and great friend of mine, friend of the channel. You know, it'll be fun. It'll be great. We will be, having them drinks, and it will be a great time. It will be a great time. Depending on how it goes, it might be a reoccurring thing, and we might have guests in the future, other VTubers. But yeah, super excited for that. There will be an AMA section at the podcast where you can ask Yuko and I questions and stuff like that. So if you won't be able to make that the podcast at that time, feel free to just post your questions on Discord, and then I'll read them or I'll have someone ask them during the podcast. Yeah. Again, VODs and everything will be up and in the usual places. But yeah, let's get back to the game. Wolf, hi, hello. Title regarding Genesis format. I think Stevie is like the top rated Genesis player or something at the moment. I saw them tweet something about it, and they're playing Dynamorphia. Is okay. Well, in any case, all right. Let me know if the game should be louder or if it's too loud. Just just let me know. Again, this is our first time playing this game, and we are dropped into a dark blank screen. Don't know what's happening. Okay, if we're being technical with what our master's plan apparently isn't one of the city's
아무도
taboos.
시도할 생각조차 못했던 그런 일이라고 해야 하나?
It's just the kind of thing that no one has ever dared to consider. You catch my drift.
어라? 근데 이 녀석
Would you look at that?
그 사이에 머리를 갈아 끼웠군. 원래 당신 같은 자들은 준비성조차 철저한가?
Wait, this isn't Korean? This is a Korean game? You managed to get a different head in so fast. You managed to get a different head in so fast. Do people like you always come prepared? The hell are you? Just wait till I get the blank, you'll be no match for my.
아무래도 저 대가리엔 입까지는 없는 모양인데.
I guess that new noggin doesn't come with a mouth, huh?
응.
Okay, so
째깍거리는 소리만 들리네.
he's talking in our heads, right?
속에서는
When it's
개명이라도
in
지르는 걸까?
brackets. Okay. Yep. Ticking is all I can hear. You'd think they're screaming on the inside. Okay. Did someone just get stabbed? They think Link is a problem, but there are some contexts that links clearly. Clock Face, Project Moon is a Korean company. So hi, we are the clock. Oh, this is me. I see.
째깍대는 소리가 빨라지는 걸
It's ticking
보니
faster, so I guess they
아파하기는
can
하나 봐.
feel pain. Damn it! Why am I being attacked? Yeah, I just started the game, bruv. Not good. Memories are dissolving already. The blank was done too quick.
뭐야? 이젠 잠잠하네.
They've gone quiet already. Let's get
그럼
this over
슬슬
with.
끝내자.
Also, chat. If you didn't see my post yesterday, a friend donated or gifted 10 subs yesterday after stream ended, just because they thought it would be funny to extend the timer, as you can see here. So that's why we've officially completed the poster for the subathon, and we are now on to the bonus stretch goal rewards. Again, even if the timer doesn't increase from here on out, it's fine. But yeah, thank you all, thank you for everything. But yeah, we did hit our goal, as you can see, 814 to our 800 initial goal, right? Thank you.
늑대.
Wolf?
여긴 누구도
Wait,
오지
Wolf, are you
않고
named
누구도
after
볼 수 없는 곳이야.
that wolf?
뭐가 그리 급해?
Oh, she's a lion? He's a lion? She's a lion? They're a lion.
우린
Okay.
가르침을 따라야 해.
And this is Wolf, I see.
시간을 끌어서는 안 되니까.
We must follow her teachings. We can't drag on any longer.
그렇지만
But this is the moment of a
우리가
lifetime.
살면서
We're not gonna get
언제
a
이런
second chance
녀석을
to kill
죽여보겠어.
someone of this caliber.
너는 일을 할 때 너무 감정적이야. 공과 사는 구분하면 좋겠군.
So did we just like manifest from the darkness and then lion, panther, and wolf want to like kill us?
얼굴을 보고 싶었는데 아쉽게 됐어. 당신의 별이 어디 있는지는 알려주지 않겠지.
It's a shame. I wanted to have a look at your face. I reckon you won't tell us where your star is. My star. Like hell I am. I'm Blank's location. I'm taking Blank's location to the grave with. Damn it, where was Blank supposed to be again? Okay, so like he doesn't even know where Blank is. Don't try to figure it out, because if you're like me, you won't. I mean,
그렇군.
we'll see what we can
일이 없었지.
put together in the next like 2 hours, right?
자연히 그것을 찾을 방법도 이자에게선 얻을 수 없겠군.
And if I enjoy the game, we'll probably bring it back. Just like how I really like Star Rail when we played it, and that one for sure will be back. We'll see about this one. In which turn means we won't learn how to acquire it from this
그럼
person.
이제 끝내도
Can
돼.
I end them now?
그래.
Sure. Huh. Wait. So this is their name. What is this question mark on the top for them?
이거 무슨
Is that like
소리야?
their affiliation?
표범.
What's that noise?
설마 뒤에다가 추적자들을
Don't tell me,
달고 있다?
Panther. Did you allow yourself to be tracked?
아니, 쫓아올 자는
No.
아무도 없었어.
There was no one that could have pursued
짐승일
me.
확률은
Perhaps a wild animal.
짐승 소리가 아니야. 이거
This is not the sound of a beast would make. It's
버스.
a bus. Imagine you were like being all stealth like, moving through a forest, and then like a random ass bus just showed up.
저런 게
Yeah.
어떻게 여기까지 굴러 들어왔지?
Oh, I forgot to put my little Fugi up. No, hold up. There we go. There we go. All is right with the world again.
조난당한 버스인가
Must have
보네.
taken a wrong turn. Okay,
길을
so
잘못 든 죗값은 생각보다
so
무거울
Star Rail was about trains, and then Limbus is about buses. Understood. Oh, okay.
사자가 밀린 거야?
Wait, so Lion tried to push the bus back, and then is now okay flying. Right. The bus is talking.
여전히 내 눈이 틀림없다면 당신은 영광의 항구에 이르겠지.
If my eyes are still right, then you will reach the harbor of glory. Who are you? That nameplate says Faust. Oh, okay, this is me.
어두운 숲에서 길을
Okay.
잃었군요.
And of course, if we know one thing about Faust, they made contracts with demons, right? They made contracts with demons, namely Mephistopheles. And yeah, so this game about demons, understood. Like most games that Tidal plays, they're all about demons. I'm sorry, what?
하지만 당신은 두렵지 않았어요.
Yet you were not overcome with fear.
왜일까요?
Why was that? That's... I could simply lift my head to find the star?
그래요.
That's
이제
right.
그 형상을 되뇌면서 제가 하는
Now
말을
repeat with
마음으로
the
외치세요.
heart what I tell you aloud as you remind yourself of that
너의
image.
별을
Follow your
따라가거라.
star. Follow your star. Alright, chat, say it with your heart. Follow your star. At that moment, I felt a sudden thump in my head, followed by the sting of several chains penetrating my chest. That doesn't seem like your chest. This seems like your chest.
걱정하지 마세요.
Relax through.
정말로
Oh,
심장은
though it
쓰게
may
된 게
feel
아니니까.
otherwise, your heart is still functional.
이것으로
With
계약은
this,
완료되었습니다.
the pact has been sealed. I knew it. Sinner, Faust, demon, pact. Yep, understood game.
단테, 이제
Dante,
저희는
From
당신의
this day
시간에
forth, we are
계속되었습니다.
bound to your time. Oh, okay, so I'm Dante.
이제 저희의 심장이 멎고 뛰면
The beating of our
당신의
hearts now
시각이
depends
어디
on where your
위치하는지
hands
잘
fall.
부탁드려요.
I hope you'll make a fine leader. Our?
정말 이걸로 된 건가요?
The hell are you? Is that really everything?
사과 한 알이 떨어졌어.
Oh my god, we've met like 6 different characters already, 7. A single apple has fallen. This guy's still not making any sense.
찌뿌둥해. 이제 움직여도 되는 거지?
Jeez, that wait was killing me. Finally, some action.
뭐
Oh my.
몸을 풀어보는
Who
것도
introduces
나쁘진
10
않겠지.
characters off the bat?
불쌍하게 나뒹굴고 있는
Okay,
저것은
they're still
뭐지?
coming.
우리의
What is that
마지막
wretched,
대원이 될 자인
miserably writhing on the ground? Are they the new addition to the team?
말 조심하는 게 좋을
You might
거야.
want to watch your words.
상사가
I
될
heard
뿐이래.
that's our soon to be. Oh wait, I'm the one on the ground. Okay, that wasn't clear because I was standing.
습격은 순식간이었을 텐데.
That attack must have
이렇게
happened in an
머리를
instant. I'm
숨겼군요.
impressed you managed to hide your head. Who are you people and what's up with this bus?
우리는 당신을 돕기 위해 찾아온 정의의 사자들이고
Wait, so like
이건
while this is happening,
원하는 곳은 어디든 갈 수
the
있는
original
마술
3
버스죠.
wolf, panther and lion are just like on the side while the bus is like unloading its people. We are the bearers of justice who have come to aid you, and this is the magical bus that takes us wherever we wish to go. Justice? Bus? I don't.
그런 대답을 바라는 거 아니었어요?
Wasn't that what
그렇게 생각하는
you
쪽이
expected to hear?
마음 편할 테니.
Either way, you're better off believing us to be your
시간도
saviors.
없고 유리한
We're racing
상황도
against time,
아니니까.
and the situation isn't in our favor.
하지만 한
Let
번만
me
설명하죠.
explain this once. After some time passed. So, if I'm not mistaken here, and I do as you've said, those total strangers will fight for me.
맞아요. 당신이 올바르게 명령을
Correct.
내린다면요.
So long as you give them the right orders. Alright, so we'll kill these arrogant vandals dead. Then I'll go back to where I was, and... What was I doing? Where was I when I did that? something extremely important was upon me. Something I shouldn't forget.
진정해요. 그 머리로 기억이 온전할 리가.
Calm down. It's only natural to happen with your
지금은
current
눈앞에
head.
놓인 전투에 집중하죠,
Current head.
단테.
You should focus on the struggle at hand, Dante. Pardon, I'm not sure how to address you.
시계 지휘관님?
Would Commander
아무튼
Clock suffice? In any case, we await your
뭘
orders.
명령까지야.
Do we really need
밖에서
orders?
그렇게
Seems like going one-on-one is the only way.
저기요.
Hey.
뭘 쑥덕대고 있는 거야? 다
Quit running your
으스러뜨리면
mouths. We
그만이잖아.
just need to crush them all.
최선을 다해주세요.
Please do your best, Dante. There's no two ways about it, I suppose. We have a prosthetic head, I see. Alright. What? Okay, this is not what I was expecting the gameplay to be. But I guess. Let us begin by learning the basics of combat. You'll be using the dashboard to relay your commands to the sinners. You will find each sinner's skills on the dashboard. Oh my god, what the hell is this? Simply drag from the left end of the dashboard to the right to chain the skills. Oh, is this like Candy Crush? Oh, I hate that game. Press and hold the gear on the left on the dashboard to grab the chain. Are we supposed to like match colors and stuff? What the hell was that? Well done. Now the skills for all sinners have been chained. You may press the gear on the right and start the combat
금방
phase.
다녀올게.
What the heck? What the hell is this? What's happening? I don't understand what's happening, chat. Okay, and that's how you, the manager, issues your orders. Let us try that again. Okay. Look at the dashboard, grab the chain from the left gear, and connect the skills along the guiding line to command us to use them. Okay, use the dashboard, blah blah blah. Grab and drag the chain. Okay, sure. Like, am I supposed to follow the light? Can I just do my own thing? No, I have to follow the light. Okay.
좋아, 간다.
What does that say? Glut res? Candy Crush if they were made. Okay. Right. So how do I know which one is better? Like, is it red or green for this character? And like, I can't pick who to attack, they just do it randomly? Like, am I supposed to chain colors together? That makes sense?
폭들을 제거하겠소.
Or it doesn't really matter what you do, they kind of just do the same thing? Like how is this person attacking this one, and then the other one is like attacking another person? The colors only matter in specific parts of combat, in my opinion. Chain battles are automatically selected, yes. Okay. Chain battles implies there's a different type of battle forthcoming. Okay. If I just like do this.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
So like they're dead, right? So my people are just like dead. How are we losing to 3 people? And after we rammed them with a bus. Yeah, like, okay, so everybody here is dead. And then you're about to be dead. The colors are either for resonance combination attacks or
이런
something
것들에게
else later.
사자가 당했다고.
I don't get it. This is what line strike. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, we literally hit them with a bus. And then we had like a million people. And then we still lost.
방금까지 싸웠던 사람이 말하긴 그렇지만
I know this is kind of weird coming from someone you were just fighting, but I'm pretty sure we can talk this out. Yeah, okay, yep, great.
이건
This
이상적이지 않소.
is unideal.
처음부터
I
말이
knew it
안
was a
되는
ridiculous
싸움이라고
idea to
생각했는데.
put up a fight against them. Slice, slice. Yep.
다들 장난해? 난
Are you all
시작도
kidding? I haven't even sliced. Yep. What the hell is going on? You said you'll fight in my stead.
이겨준다는 말은 안 했어요.
We never promised to win fights. What?
그리고
And it seems that I'm the only survivor. Okay, so you were waiting for this? Again, you know, if we've known anything from Faust is they will sacrifice things to summon the demons. You have some hidden card up your sleeve, right?
기장의 수
Not necessarily a trump. No,
그죠.
rather,
별을
it's about following the star.
따라가는 거죠.
Okay, so
단체로
got stabbed
자살놀이라도
too.
하는 건가? 썩 유쾌하진 않고.
what is this? Some kind of suicidal performance? Not the funnest lives to end. What am I supposed to do? They jump triumphantly only to die like flies. I can't remember a thing about the past since I repeated what she said. Is this how I die?
뱀에게 전해라, 거짓 사자.
Tell the serpent this, false lion.
이건 막을 수 없는
This flow cannot
흐름이라고.
be stopped. Is this still the same scene?
붉은색.
Red, but why? Okay, so someone just appeared?
내가 왜 팔다리만 잘라낸 줄 아나?
Man with red eyes. Do you know why I only dismembered those two?
그래야
Because at least one of you needs to be able to carry the rest out of here.
허둥지둥 이곳을 벗어날 테니까
Uh,
달아난
okay.
팔과 다리를 대체해줄 놈이
And you're the
너밖에
only
없으니.
one left to offer them any help. With the red gaze.
그렇게 노려보지 마.
Don't glare at me like that. This is nothing compared to what you did.
별것도 아니잖아. 그 정도 부상이면
With wounds like those, I'm
위에서도
sure your
충분히
boss will
할 일을
recognize that you
했다고
did your part.
생각할 거다.
Consider them a medal of honor.
광장처럼 여기라고.
Okay.
아니면
Unless
여기서 명줄을 놓고 싶은가?
you want this to be the end of your life. Okay, are you one of them? You're too late there already.
늦은 건 아무것도 없습니다. 단테.
No one is too late, Dante.
우리에게 필요한 건 오직
There is only one thing we need.
되돌릴 시간뿐이니까.
A little time to rewind. I'm suddenly overwhelmed by a sharp pain in my chest as though my heart was being torn asunder. Liko, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Followed by the flashes in the ribs, intestines, stomach, and lungs. Okay. Engulfed in a deluge of torment, twisting my entire body, I let out an agonizing scream. You. In my fading consciousness, the only thing I could perceive was a deceased flesh reconstructing in a bizarre manner.
앞으로도
You will
끝내주기
suffer a plenty from now on.
고통스러울 겁니다.
And the voice of the man with red eyes. Okay. So was that like thing basically telling us nothing matters? Because we can just rewind time if something goes bad? So what is it called? Where's the tension? I hear the howl of a beast somewhere. It cries ceaselessly. It is wailing out of hunger, or
움찔움찔거려. 일어난 걸까?
they're being itchy twitchy. Did they get up?
드디어 정신을 차렸고
Awake at last? I would have been a tad bit disappointed if you croaked on us.
상쾌한 아침. 나는야 버스 기사 카런.
Okay, so this is the bus driver.
아침은 아니지만
It's not morning, but I could
상쾌하게
guess it was
가겠어.
refreshing. How do you
기분이
feel,
어떻습니까?
Dante? But I mean, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if the guys are weak. It doesn't matter. You just do it again. It's like when it's like, you know, like in Dragon Ball, when someone dies, okay, get the Dragon Balls. Oh, the Dragon Balls revived them already. It's fine. Get the Super Dragon Balls. Like, you know, cool. Like, yeah, we'll through the power of friendship, we'll just get through it, right?
제각거리는군.
Or like that one time in the movie with
곤란한데.
when Frieza came back and the first showing of Beerus, they're like, oh yeah, so Frieza just destroyed the planet. Oh, it's okay, but this Whis guy, this angel, can just turn back time, and then we'll do it again, right? And like, okay, cool. Okay, what's happening? TikTok, like a clock, some language barrier. This
저는
is.
베르길리우스라고
You may
합니다.
call me
이 말이
Vergilius.
제대로
You can understand what I'm saying. Some kind of
뭔가
reaction, Dante.
이해했다는 행동.
But it does that 12 lives depend on you now. Also, the pain that he goes through, you can't revive yourself. Oh, I see. Okay.
좋아.
Good,
듣는
at
것엔
least your
문제가
hearing is
없군.
functional. Let's
일단
ride.
출발할게. 부릉부릉.
Alright, now departing. Vroom, vroom. Wonderful. There was a heavy roar and vibrations as though they echoed from the bottom of a deep mire. It was then that I realized I was about to board a bus. A bus? I can't be sure if I've ever ridden such a vehicle in the past.
당신이 누구였는지는 기억합니까?
Do you remember who you were? I shook my head to say no. I've been reminded that my head was now a clicking mechanism.
원래 기억을 되찾고
I suppose you want your memory back, am I
그렇지
right?
않나?
Oh, look! Yeah, look, the thing. We talked about how in the lore of the real world, or in the story, Faust made a deal, summoned Mephistopheles, and apparently that's just what the bus is called. Yep, demons. I nodded. I sure feel like an idiot.
매끄럽군.
Smooth as it gets.
다들 이렇게
What's to stop the rest of you from
몸짓으로만
adopting
말하면
this
안 되는 건가?
gesture-based communication?
어떻게 생각하지, 파우스토 씨?
Any words of yours, Miss Faust?
파우스트는 사양하고 싶어요.
Okay, so she talks in third person. We'll kindly turn down the
저희가
offer.
매끄럽게 몸을 움직일 수 있는 상황이
I doubt we'll have
그렇게
much
많지는
freedom
않을
over
것
our own
같으니까요.
bodies most of the time. She's the one who spoke to me back in the forest. Her silver hair that glistens without even sunlight gives off a rather mysterious air.
단테.
Okay. Yep, that's my name. Come to think of it, the red-eyed man has been calling me that too.
단테는 당신의 이름이에요.
Dante is your name. The amnesia must be affecting you rather severely. Sure, it looks like it. Doesn't sound like a familiar word.
점차
You'll
익숙해질
get used to
거랍니다.
it in time. Wait, you can understand me? The group that attacked me earlier and that Virgie or whatever he's called seemed to hear nothing but ticking from me.
파우스트에게는 제대로 된 단어로
Okay, I
들린답니다.
can hear what you intend to speak. You really can, but how? I don't even have a real mouth.
그런 구시대적인 발상은 머리를 바꾸어서 생긴 건가요?
Outdated ideas must be one of the side effects that came with your head replacement. Yes. Is that Limbus Company? Kronos, hi. Glory to the Project Moon. Wait till he starts gambling for identities or egos.
성대나 혀 따위의 발성기관이 있어야만 대화를 할 수
Anachronistic
있다는
to think that vocal
시대착오적인
organs such as
이야기죠.
chords or tongue are necessary to participate in conversation. Okay, right, never considered that, but now I have, I
한
suppose.
사람에게만 보낼 수도 있고
You can limit the
모두에게
recipient
전달할 수도
of your words to
있답니다.
one person, or you can choose to speak to everyone at once.
모두라는 말은
A little
수정해야
clarification, when I say everyone, I'm only referring to the
수감자들에게만
sinners.
해당하는 이야기예요.
Uh-huh.
당신의 뒤에 앉아 있는
The people who have taken seats behind you,
방금까지 당신을
and the ones who
대신해서
fought in
싸운
your stead
사람들을
until a
말하는
moment
겁니다.
ago.
그대가 이 여정을 함께할 마지막 조각인가? 얼마나
Okay,
기다렸는지
hold up.
모르네.
So thou art the final piece that completes our journey's cast. How have I yearned for this
아니,
moment?
형씨, 머리통은 어디다가
Say,
팔아넘겼어?
pal, where did you sell your old cranium off?
당신이었군요.
So it was you. Thanks for putting my spine back in one piece. Were you a surgeon or something in the nest?
다들 닥쳐라. 잡음이 겹치는 것만큼
Everyone quiet. Nothing is more displeasing than to hear a choir of
자기
noises.
소개가 필요한 시점인가 보군.
I suppose you all owe them a brief introduction.
그럼 가벼운 인사를 나눌 시간을
I'll give you time to make yourself known, starting with the closest one. Go on.
왜 이런 건 항상 앞자리부터인지. 앞에 나서는 이제 진절머리가 나는데.
So there was like 10 people that like showed up off the bus, right? So we're gonna like go through every single 13. Okay.
당신이 우리를 이끌.
I heard you were gonna be our boss, or yeah, our manager. Manager.
그래.
Yep.
그래서 어떤 인물인지
Which is
굉장히
why
궁금했는데
I was
말이야.
real curious to meet you, and forming the right sentences is tough work.
머리통은 어디 팔아먹었는지 모르겠지만
Don't know what you did with your old head, but I guess everyone has their story.
나는 그레고르라고 한다.
I'm Gregor.
잘
We're in this
부탁한다고,
together.
관리자
Manager
양반.
Bud. Am I supposed to remember all of this? Okay. I have to handle people in terms of their personality. However, an upsurge of emotion or a sudden change of environment may cause parts or the whole of his body to transform insectile? Okay, so he's like a bug. If you do not wish to be a rude manager, not that, okay. Recommend keeping your facial expression in check? What the hell? Okay, sure.
그래.
So our face matters?
양반이. 이제부터 우리한테
Okay, number 9.
엄청난 돈을 가져다 줄 사람한테.
They aren't just your pal or your bud or pal. You were talking to the person who will make us filthy rich. Greg? Rich? What's that about?
양반보다는
Let's see. What's
이름으로
better,
부를게.
Dante? Don't mind if I
당신도 나를 로제라고
call you
불러.
by name. Call me Rhodia. Okay. The unfortunate traits of being backstreets born are apparent in the sinner. Loves money, gambling, and betting. Pay close attention to her as the manager. And then she's like a traded Pokemon that's over leveled, right? So we're gonna tell her to do something, and then she's like, nah, I'm gonna go to sleep. Okay. Okay, so she's like Pokemon, like, gotcha.
난 당신이 우리의
I think there's a good reason you became our manager. I'm sure you used to be a big deal back at the nest, right? When your old habits start coming back, we'll be that much closer to rolling in dough. Gregor is from Metamorphosis, Gambler. Icepaw, hi. Hello. Oh gosh, look at me keeping on. Hey kid, it's your turn next. Sinclair.
시시해. 그게 끝이야?
How boring? That's it.
싱클레어라고.
Oh, I'm Sinclair. Oh my god. Even with the volatile nature of human growth around his age taken into consideration, the sinner seems to get particularly startled or frown when spoken to. He isn't used to real combat at the moment, meaning that he may struggle to keep himself together at the sight of something as mild as split innards at first. Oh god. As there may be those with violent tendencies among your crew, we recommend taking an approach focused on positive reinforcement. Oh, I can't be bothered, bro. So there's an insect guy. There's a Pokemon that's like higher level and was traded so it doesn't follow directions, and this guy's like too timid to do anything. I can't remember all of these. This boy looks awfully unnerved. Did he even join this company on his own accord?
더 해야 할 말이 있나요?
Is there anything else I need to say? I've never worked for a company before.
뭐 앞으로 남은 날은 많을 테니까.
Well, you'll learn the ropes in the
그럼
coming
거기
days. Well
괴짜
then,
친구가 다음 타자
how about
하자.
you next, nerdy pal?
이상이라.
I'm Yi Sang. Formerly the youngest chief researcher at the Redacted Wing, the center possesses higher intelligence compared to others. We estimate that every day conversation with the center will prove difficult for managers selected by our current screening process. Avoiding communication altogether will pose a risk on its own. However, if the sinner remains silent for a long time, that means he is currently processing a line of deliberate thought. Oh my goodness. Do I have to? I don't want to remember these, chat. That's it.
이상해요.
Okay. I waited him to reveal that he was pulling a prank or something. But he just stared vacantly into the window, disinterested. True.
답답하네요. 사회생활의 첫걸음은 인사잖아요.
These are literary books. Oh, I see. Am I tweaking for saying I hate dog? So for context, it's hard to find good people in the universe from what 99% of the people are bad. Yes, Ishmael's from Moby Dick. Dog, I could give a less. Shit for justice. Yeah, okay.
저를
Call me Ishmael if you please. You may be disheartened by the defective state of many of your sinners. Okay. So are they like, I don't know, like the antagonists of their respective books? And that's why they're called sinners? Is that what's happening here? She's likely to make reasonable judgments, so it's a good idea to start conversations while looking her way if you're seeking sound advice. However, you must forget, the sinner has survived an absurd voyage. Okay, yeah, so Moby Dick, right? A wide body of water. Her patience may run deep, but once you take a wrong turn with her, it will be difficult to... Okay, sure.
당신 덕택에 동강난 몸이 돌아왔다고
I heard you glued our bodies back together from
앞으로도 잘
pieces.
부탁해요.
I look forward to working with you. She gave a polite bow before returning to her seat. Although she emphasized social... Okay, she doesn't... Okay.
미안하게 됐네.
Heathcliff.
나는 사회생활하고는 거리가 좀 멀어서.
Okay, Bat. Sorry to disappoint, because I don't care too much for fitting in.
히스클리프.
Okay, used to be a professional wrecker for property and people alike. That's so hard to read. This sinner prefers to take action rather than wait for logic to dictate his course. What did that say? His thoughts and feelings are blatantly visible in his demeanor, and he has no intention of hiding them. His brashness may cause headaches or physical injury leading to the headache. In the process of forming a relationship, please do know that this is not an indication of serious damage on the sinner's thought process. If his fit of rage persists, please contact Human Resources Department. Once you realize that he is a type that tends to be simple-minded, you'll have an easier time handling him.
시켜서가 아니라 거슬리는 것들에게 하고 다니긴 했죠.
Not under anyone's orders, mind you. I only did it to buggers that got on my nerves.
조심하라고.
So you better watch it.
윗사람이라고
I'm definitely
거들먹거리는
allergic
사람한테
to cocky
할렐루야.
graphers who think they can boss me around. I don't think I've done anything to give that impression yet.
드디어 이 몸의 차례인가?
Okay, Don Quixote.
도쿄텔세.
Sure. There is no sinner that can outmatch this one's level of passion if we were to measure it. Avid aficionada of all things Fixer, she adorns herself with a variety of Fixer-related merchandise. Okay. They won't affect her performance in combat one way or another, so there is no need for you to restrict her from keeping her decorations. She is deeply immersed in the role of a righteous fixer, hence exaggerated mannerisms akin to those of an actor. Okay. It is advised to play along. Okay, sure, whatever you want.
함께 꿈을 향해 달려갈 해결사지.
I'm a fixer shall sprint from the dream side by side. A pleasure to have thee. A fixer. Feels like a term like I used to know.
내가 대답해줄 수 있네.
Dost thou wish to know what it is? I can answer thy questions. Fixers are protectors of the city.
도시에 대해서도
Ah,
제대로
perchance
기억하지
thou
못하겠군.
may struggle to
조심해.
remember the city. Yes.
나는 가벼운 인사를
I
나누라고
believe I
했던
said
것
this was for a
같은데
brief introduction.
두번 말하게
Don't
하지
make me say it
않았으면
twice.
통루라고
Next.
한답니다. 잘해보자고요. 우리.
So this guy is just taller, a taller version of the other guy, yes? My name is Hong Lu. I hope we can get along well. A sinner who had lived an affluent life before becoming a company asset. As such, he has a certain admiration for a free life. but occasionally he may make arrogant, unsavory questions in regards to the food cooked by a certain other sinner or other aspects of the low lives, lowly culture. This can cause significant irritation for the other sinners. However, it is important to note that no sarcastic undertones are contained in his curiosity-driven inquiries, so it is ill-advised to let them get physical over it.
우와, 당신 그 머리 근사한데요? 요새 유행하는 모델인가
Wow, and
보죠?
look at you, isn't that a fascinating head there? Popular model these days, I suppose.
제
Okay.
취향은 아니지만
Is a dream of the red chamber. Okay.
저건
Sure.
무슨 말싸가지야?
What the hell's wrong with your attitude? Are they gonna start fighting now? But when you realize the red gaze laid upon him, he grunted and sat back down.
요슈.
It's Ryo Shu. Is she like a dragon? As they say, every person has their own creed, but it's only right to respect it as the executive manager. Okay, so that's my second. But with some creeds, you will have difficulty in even simply pretending to sympathize. You will have noticed that the sinner in question is a silent chain smoker whose eyes shine with a euphoric gleam only during battle. He believes that senselessly destroying the enemy's heads is an uncultured act and a step backward for art. Okay. The sinner's background is one that even our company may have trouble handling. It is advised against making her breed personal resentment towards you.
요르슈크.
What? Shurei's nice to meet you. At what point was I supposed to laugh?
메르소, 그렇게 불러주시겠습니까?
Mersal. Okay. Refer to me as such, sure. Wants clear and concise commands requiring no judgment on his part. Perfect. I like that one. The guy was easy.
특별한 것이 아닙니다. 그저
Isn't anything
보통의
special, I'm simply
태도입니다.
behaving normally. I am almost touched.
네.
Okay, so he's French. It felt as if something was gravely amiss with him. I can't seem to pin it down exactly. The way she scanned me up and down was a little daunting. I felt almost compelled to bow to her. Okay. But she stopped me with a motion of her hand. Please, I would never make my manager grovel before me. My name is Otis. I would like to apologize for my rudeness earlier.
사과드리고 싶습니다.
Okay, so she was just like checking me out, right? Oh god. A sinner could serve as an excellent advisor depending on your capability. However, she is also has a meddlesome tendency, so it is recommended to keep her satisfied with short replies of agreement. Alright, so another person's like, whatever you say. Sure. She is an expert when it comes to tactics and various pearls of wisdom about life, making her advice all the more valuable for your mission. In addition, she possesses a vast knowledge of workshop technologies. You can trust her with simple repairs of the bus. Notice, unlike the other sinners, accessing records pertaining to the past of this sinner is not permitted. Keep an eye on this sinner and beware that she does not exercise her cutting intellect for the purposes for other than completing our company's mission. From the stranger from Hell Screen, Otis is from the Odyssey, she's Odysseus. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, please, our generosity is humbling sight. I knew at first glance you have what it takes to lead us. Huh?
인간의 대부분은
While most
서로가
humans
맞붙고
cause noise
소음과
and
마찰을
friction as a
이끌어내지만
result of
그중
confrontation,
소수는 맞붙는 것으로
some are
서로에게
able to
이득이
reap
되는 경우가
mutual
있다고
benefit from coming head to
검
head.
날카롭게
It
벼리기
could be
위해서는
compared to the
그만큼
relationship
강한
between
숫돌이
a
필요한
blade
것처럼
and a whetstone.
누구보다
I vow to serve you with unrivaled devotion. Executive Manager, my
편히
blade
써주시오.
is yours to wield. That's reassuring, thanks. I gave her an approving nod, even though I still don't get why. I don't get what she meant by her rudeness.
바깥 숲에서는 불쌍하게 나뒹군다고 말하더니
I'm amazed at
잘도
how
그런
you
말을
can sing
상대 밖으로
such
꺼낼 수 있네요.
bold-faced high praise not too long after calling them a miserably writhing wretch. Okay. I think I
제가
see now.
마지막이네요.
Seems like I'm the
파우스트입니다.
last. Faust, the name. The sinner who developed the engine of Mephistopheles, the bus operated by Limbus Company. She claims that there is no one in the city who could rival her library of knowledge and wisdom. And she isn't necessarily wrong. You might find her a high and mighty attitude. I mean, she's my favorite character because she has like the white hair. And she allows you to converse with her displeasing, but as seen with how she treats everyone with subtle gestures of arrogance, there is no hope for her parting with it ever. We recommend simply nodding once. So basically, we just agree with everybody. Whatever they want, go for it. Whatever. Do you. And we keep them happy, right? There's no one that was like, oh, they value intellectual like dialogue or like back and forth. No, they were just like, no, I want you to just, agree with me and then we'll have no problems. Though she is an unparalleled genius, we can't quite figure out how to use this one. Perhaps you could be the one to find out.
당신의 인생 중 한 번 만날까 말까한 천재죠.
Library, you say. The genius of whom you're lucky to cross paths, even with once in your life.
납득하지 못한 듯한 반응이군요, 단테.
Sounds like you aren't convinced.
괜찮습니다.
Well, it's fine.
경험을
You'll come
통해
to learn in all
천천히.
due time. Learn what?
파우스트가 진귀한 천재였다는
That Faust is
사실을
indeed a brilliant
제가
mind.
깨닫지
When the
못한다 해요.
proverbial tree
사실이
falls,
진실이 되는
the
일은
fact that
없으니까요.
sound cannot become truth when outside the observer fails to recognize it. Okay,
소개는 여기까지.
that's enough greetings.
단테, 당신의 직무를
Let me
알려드리죠.
explain your new occupation. You mean as the manager?
관리자를 말하는 거냐고 묻고 있어요.
They're asking if the job you're about to explain. Okay, so I'm gonna have to like read everything twice. Come to think of it, that red-eyed man couldn't hear me, unlike the sinners.
맞습니다.
That's
관리자
correct.
단테,
You will embark on a trip to the
당신은 지금
Inferno
소개받은
with the
이
12
열둘의
sinners
수감자와 함께
who just
지옥을
introduced
비행하고.
themselves. Okay. So that's the circles of hell. I see.
자신이 지옥으로 가야 하는 이유를 묻네요.
They're asking why they need to travel. How about this? Treasure awaits at the end of the road. Would that suffice? I don't. You mean I used to be a treasure hunter or something? They
아예
can't
알아듣지
seem to get
못하는군요.
you at all. True.
이해를 요구한 건
I did not ask for your understanding, nor was this a question of your willingness. You'll have to listen to me if you want to reclaim your memories and original head. I mean, I do want them back, but
미적거리네요.
they're hesitant.
파우스트 씨,
What will we do if
계속해서
Dante
거부하면
keeps on
우리는
refusing to
어떻게 되는
cooperate?
거지?
This was not the scenario we
무슨
anticipated.
말씀을?
Preposterous.
Faust는
Faust
모든
anticipates
것을
every
예상할 때
possibility.
모든 임무를
Once you've
마치고
completed
나면
all your
당신은
missions, you'll be able
성의를
to
새길 수 있을 거예요.
engrave the aspect.
제가 보증하죠.
I can promise you that. Aspect, that word that strikes your mind intensely. Even though my memories are gone, my underlying instincts are responding strongly to it. Led by intuition, I make my choice.
보이죠? 고개를
See,
끄덕이잖아요.
there, they're nodding.
좋아. 계속 가면
Good, then we can
되겠어.
continue.
카론,
By the way,
아까부터 왜 출발을 안 하고 있지?
why isn't...
조라나,
Oh, I thought the bus was moving this whole time.
버스 기사는
The bus driver
졸음
only
쉼터에서
snoozes at rest
멈춰라.
spots?
메피
Okay.
앞에 이상한
Weirdos were
놈들이
hanging
사선이고
around in
있었어.
front of Mephi.
카론 말했잖아.
I told you if anything
버스에
happens with the
무슨 일이
bus, you gotta
생기면
let me know
곧바로
right away. That's the bus, bro. Were you not listening?
메피스토 펠레스.
Yeah, it's the
이
bus.
버스의 이름이자 버스로. 그리고
And okay, so she created the bus, yes?
지옥을 순항하기에는 걸맞는
The ideal ferry boat
나이대가 아닐
to
수
bear us
없지.
across the
그렇게
Inferno.
생각하지
Wouldn't you agree,
않습니까?
Dante? I wasn't sure what he was getting at, so I turned away to look through the window instead of giving him a reply.
보아하니
Looks like they're just
뒷골목에
another
기거하는
pack of dirty
익숙한
rats
쥐새끼들이고.
living in the back
마침
streets.
잘 됐습니다, 단테.
This is just the right
지휘를
time, Dante.
연습하면 더할 나위
They should
없는
make perfect targets for
조건이군요.
practicing your
Dante.
command.
처음
I skipped over many
전투에서는
details during our
생략한
first
부분이
battle.
많았어요. 제대로 설명할
We were
시간이
short on time
없었으니까.
after all.
하지만 그런 식으로만
However,
전투가
we'll be
이루어지면
slaughtered frequently
우리는
if
항상
no
그릇
improvements
말고
are made to your
당신은
strategy.
우리를
And in
살리기
turn,
위해
you'll have to
의미
endure
없는
senseless
고통을
pain over and over
느껴야
to revive us. Pain, revive, you mean what happened earlier
네.
was... Yes, we were
당신이
brought back to life because you
시계를
turned back the
돌려주었기에.
clock.
당장 필요한 설명은 아닌 듯.
I don't believe that much is necessary.
자잘한 담소는
Save the chatter for later. Sinner is off the
전투에 대한
bus.
설명을 이어가죠.
Allow me to elaborate on combat. Okay. So we're like an hour in. And all we've done is read. Oh god. Okay. You could send every sinner to battle at once, yes, but commanding so many personnel at once will not be an easy task. Therefore, I will inform you about the appropriate number of participants depending on the particularities of each battle. For this occasion, 5 sinners will make an appropriate force. Select 5 sinners you would like to deploy in this battle. Select the lower half of each sinner's card to deploy them. Okay.
앞장서시오.
따라가겠어요. 네.
내가 필요해?
최선을
Okay,
다해볼게.
to battle.
하라고.
Pick me, I'm a sinner.
최선은 다해볼게.
Yeah, Yono. Okay, so these are just like random nobodies, right? These 7-sided icons floating above both allies and enemies' heads are called skill slot. Okay. Because you haven't issued a command by chaining skills yet, the allied ones are empty. Grab the chain. Okay. I mean, they're... Grab... chain it to one of these leftmost... What am I not doing that? As you can see, the skill you just chain has been equipped to a skill slot. Equipped skills are displayed on the skill slots floating above the head. When the combat phase begins, each sinner will engage battle using the skills. Okay. Drag from left to right. Okay. I mean, these are all the same, so it doesn't really matter what we do, right? Well done. Now select the gear on the right to issue your command. Okay.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Okay, so now they're all attacking all at once. Which confused me why earlier they were all just like doing it one by one. Okay, so they all started at 50 life, right? 50 HP. So now they're like lowered a bit. Gotcha. And none of these are different, so it doesn't really matter. We just do it again.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
A clash occurs in the center and they're... okay. In a clash, their power is determined primarily by the skill they're using to clash. In this clash between two skills, a skill with the higher power wins. +7, +2. Pay attention to the enemy's coin. When a skill loses a clash, it will lose a coin. Okay, even if a skill loses a clash, as long as it has remaining skill coins, 2 skill coins will continue to flip. Okay. Each skill has coins. The skill that lost all of its coins in this clash will consecutively lose the clash. This means the unit that won the clash gets to attack. Sure. Okay. Let's see how power, which determines the outcome of a clash, is calculated. Please issue a command. I mean, it's just the same thing, right?
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Okay. Base power. This number is the skill's coin power. Here you can see how many coins these skills have. Okay, so I have 1, this has 2. But for some reason mine is +7 and theirs is +2. How many times a skill can lose a clash before it loses all its coins? How many times skill hits? Okay, so 1 coin means it hits once, this hits twice. Each coin that flips heads will add the coin power. Okay, so if they hit both heads, that means this is plus what? 4? Plus to the base of 2, so max would be 6. I see. And this was 2, and because we hit heads, it's +7. But if we didn't hit the coin flip, it would have been only 2. And then we would have lost our coin. Base power plus number of coins times power. Yep. Okay. Loggerhead skill has the higher power, so the enemy loses a coin. In this example, they will continue to clash until one of them has no more coins to flip. Unit with the remaining coins. Okay. Winning clashes is one of the most fundamental aspects of winning a battle. But like, I don't get to choose who they attack, it's just random. And I don't know who they're attacking to, so it's not like I can force clashes every turn or something. Yeah, okay.
행동을 개시합니다.
Or I can't just like, oh, if this guy's the strongest one, let's all avoid clashes. So then everybody else he's not attacking, attack one. And then the other person he's attacking, attack someone else. So I can't just like strategically avoid or engage in clashes. Like Beyblades, they made the clashing noises. Okay. Alright, chat. Well, we have an hour left of the short stream, so... hopefully we get to actually fight something before then. They got away, say for that one. No, shouldn't we go after him? They're worried over the foes we've lost. No need for concern, that's the direction we were heading anyway. Pedal touches metal. Up for an exciting ride. Okay. The sinners you have deployed in the last encounter will automatically be selected for the next one. Saving the trouble of selecting them again, feel free to change them before entering battle, however. Oh, we're fighting again. Let us learn about sanity points. Maximum value of 45 and a minimum of negative 45. Hi, Jem. How's it going? Oh, my voice is... I'm already losing my voice because of all the reading. Okay. So much reading. Please note that the sinners' values can also be viewed here next to the orb adjacent to the portrait icons on the dashboard. If negative 45, that's bad. I see. Issue a command. Okay. Okay, so they're clashing. Each unit SP values change based on certain triggers. They tend to heal SP with favorable triggers, winning or killing enemies. Sure. So, the character won the clash. And that was what? A 12 SP spin? It went from negative 10 to 2. All allied units won their respective clashes in the previous turn, which healed their SP. Okay. I see you're playing Limbo Company because it'll leave you in limbo. I don't know about playing as much as reading it. It's a complicated game. They even made the tutorial easier to understand last anniversary. I see. Okay. Bam, 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 bam.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Please direct your attention to this unit's health point. Wait, what? Why is it highlighting this? Oh, okay, I see. So if it goes below it, they skip their turn? They're staggered. Staggered units cannot take any action and take double the damage, which puts them at a significant disadvantage in battle. Okay, so like Persona does the whole thing where if they're broken, they skip a turn. In Honkai, they just take bonus damage or gain or our attacks deal bonus damage, but then they recover as soon as their turn hits, and then they attack. And then this is much like Persona, where they actually just skip their turn. I see. But then again, it's like, maybe it will tell us in the future how it works. But if I don't have the ability to pick out who to attack, does it really matter? Because like, again, if I don't get to choose who to attack, then avoiding or forcing clashes isn't a thing. And stagger is just like, okay, well, maybe you'll hit this guy and maybe that'll work. It seems pretty random to me. Okay, so now this is different. Okay. Okay, so some of these have words on them. Okay. Okay, words. Words are showing up on the skills. Okay. Oh, and then the arrows here tell you the likelihood of you winning? Is that what that means? Oh, okay, so there's a reason for these things. Right. Okay, so this is... Okay, so this is not a clash, right? Because it's hitting... this guy is hitting that, but the guy is staggered. It's not doing anything. This is a clash, but our arrow is bigger here. And if I've learned anything, it's bigger is better, yes? Well, I guess it depends how you use it. In any case, so attack you. Okay, stop. Okay, you. And then a res. Don't know what that means, but that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, there you go. What do you mean? Tutorial is just win rate? Yeah, that's what I said. That's something about the motion of the ocean. Oh god. Jero, hi. Jero, you came in just in time. Also, Liko3, thank you for the follow. Sorry if I missed it. I'm so intertwined in this book that we're reading. You have to put the remaining enemies in panic states by defeating all their allies. Okay. So wait, when they say defeated or defeating, like they lost the clash, right? Not like we've killed them all. Okay. When an enemy's SP drops below a certain threshold, they may enter a low morale or panic states, which inflicts them with negative effects. Okay, what does that say? Panic, overwhelmed. Units in... Okay. What the hell is that? So another game that this reminds me of is Darkest Dungeon 1. I love Darkest Dungeon 1. One of my favorite games. So the SP thing is basically like sanity, right? But unlike Darkest Dungeon, if you go full negative, like Insano mode, like negative 45, there is no check, right? It's always negative. It's not going to be like, oh, at the dawn of insanity, you suddenly become inspired and everything goes back to normal. I presume was what's happening. Panic does not act this turn. Yep. Okay. Okay. So then it doesn't really matter what we do. We just like do this, right? I'm assuming words on the skill means good, so I'm gonna keep trying to look for words on skills. Yeah. That says like glut res, and then this says pride res.
좋아, 간다.
적을 난파시.
손쉽구만.
Does he know about egos yet? Doubt it. Yes, match color. Yeah, so it is. It's literally Candy Crush.
잠시만요.
Okay, give me a second.
뭐죠?
What is it?
저는
I joined this
정체되지
company
않고
because I was
나아갈 수
told
있다는
I'll be
말에
able to
여기에
advance my
합류한 거예요.
career without slowing down.
그런데 지금은
But right
쥐새끼도
now,
아니고
it's nothing but
계속
meaningless
의미 없는
violence.
폭력만.
We're like rats or something.
의미가 없진 않소. 저들은
I
우리를
object to its
공격하는
meaningless.
악이지 않소.
Those were evildoers who attacked us.
시끄러워요. 좀 조용히 좀
Please,
해봐요.
just be quiet for a moment.
아무튼 이런 용역 폭력단 같은 행동만
Anyway,
명령할
if we
거라면
all we're
다른
gonna
일을
do is
하는
beat up
것도
people, like
고민해봐야 할 것 같아요.
beat up people under orders like hired thugs, I'll have to consider changing jobs sooner
입사
or later.
계약서를 제대로 안 읽으셨나요?
Haven't you read your contract?
회사는
You've literally
허용될 수
sold your soul to me. Yep, yep. It's much like how, chat, you can do the
그
daily
계약이
redeem,
효력이 있을
which
거라
gives you a
생각하는 건가요?
membership card to the channel. If you've activated the membership card, you are no longer allowed to leave. Like legally, that's just how that works, okay? So, think before you meep, yeah? Think before you meep, chat. Do you think the contract has any sway if it's based on lies? Okay, we have never lied on this channel, chat.
당연히 효력이 있죠.
Of course it does. Candy Crush, you just get slightly stronger attacks with resonances. Okay,
애초에 거짓말은 없었으니까.
there were no lies in it. Huh?
네?
설마 제가
You don't think
메피스토펠레스를
Mephistopheles was built
그저 운송만
to
하는
be a
것으로
mere
만들었을
means
것
of
같나요?
transportation, do you?
루피는 항상 배고프다.
The hell was that?
그래서 울어.
It's always hungry. I do love. Mephi is always hungry. It keeps crying. The bus gets hungry?
엔진이 연료를
When the
섭취할 때
engine
생기는
ingests fuels, it
부상.
yields a byproduct.
여러분은 그걸 통해
Using that, you can grow
강해질 수
more
있어요.
powerful. Eh?
이상 씨는
I'm sure
잘 알고
Yisang knows
계시겠죠?
this well when
거울
all
속에서
possibilities are
모든
drawn from the
가능성을 끄집어낸다면.
mirror.
성장 또한 제약이 없어.
There's no limit to one's growth.
거울 속에 나는 나인가 아니면 또 다른
okay.
누구인가?
And the self, is the self in the mirror my reflection or another being entirely? Possibilities? You draw what exactly? Okay. Right. What's happening? One of Mephistopheles' various functions is extraction. You can collect various identities and ego from here. Select the extract button. Okay. Okay. Extract 1. This is gonna cost us 130. And what part of the train are we doing this in? Okay. Okay. What are we supposed to be doing?
누구보다 신속하게 그들에게 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
Section 5. She Association South Ishmael. With impeccable swiftness, I render them silent. I don't know. They're all talking big game, right? After I've literally seen them get destroyed. After we literally hit the enemy by a bus earlier. I don't know. I don't know. You've acquired a new identity. Collecting new identities and ego will be contributive to improving our combat performance. Okay. Now let's just return to battle. Battle's gonna be accessed by the drive window. Inferno. Selva Oscura. District 4. Okay. So we're on chapter 0, part 4. And this is the reward for clearing this section. So we can get another pull if we complete it. Possibilities. Clear within 10 turns. Enter. -0. Lunacy. Okay. Oh, so this is like a time-based thing. So every attempt is gonna cost us X amount of green juice, and then we'll just have to like wait in between things. Okay. Select the top part of the center cards to swap them out for a different identity. Edit team. From this menu, you may select one of the identities you have extracted to deploy them into battle. Please select the newly acquired identity for Ishmael. Okay. So this one was 0, and this one is 0, 0. Good work. Selecting identities appropriate for the particularities of each battle is the path to victory. Now select Do Battle button.
이게
Okay.
최선이겠죠?
Bam, ba, bam, bam.
그렇군요.
I see.
이런 걸
This is
의미했던
what
건가요?
that was about.
너무 마음이 급할 필요는 없어요, 이스마엘.
Okay, but like they
버스가
don't
향하면
change the PNG of them talking. It's only in battle, yes? No need to get impatient. Okay.
자연히 시정잡배 같은 일보다
You'll
중요한
naturally take
걸
on more
맡게 될
important
거야.
tasks than beating the life out of random crooks.
목표에 도달하는 게 마음을
Was that a
재촉하고
Nixon
있겠지만
reference?
참아보라고.
I know you're eager to achieve your goals, but do try to have patience.
거울 세계에
Since
있는
this works by
우리들의 모든
whisking
가능성 중
out one of our
하나를
limitless
끄집어내는
possibilities from the mirrored world,
기억이 조금 더 쉬워졌을
it'll
거예요.
have overwritten a part of our
곧
memories.
익숙해질 거예요.
You'll get used to it in no
뭐야?
time.
그거 좀 위험해 보이는데?
Whoa, hang on. That sounds a bit dangerous, don't it?
이러다가 내가
What if I'm no
아니게
longer my
되는 거
old self
아니야?
by the end?
여러분은
Don't mistake
테세우스의
yourselves
배가
for
아니에요.
the ship of Theseus. The best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Of 2019, chat? The ship of Theseus? Hello?
인격과 기억을
While it's
길리기는
true that you
하겠지만
borrowed identities and
주도권을
memories,
잃도록
the
설계되어
system is
있지는 않아요.
designed to ensure that you don't lose control over your own existence.
거울에 비추는 나는
Different
사뭇
through
다를
your
수
reflections,
있으나
maybe, it is bound to vanish once you walk
거울 밖을
away from the
벗어나면
mirror.
저희가 어떻게 성장할지는
How our capability grows
판테시에게
ultimately
달렸어요.
depends on you managing it.
거울 세계의 다양한 가능성을
It is up
가장
to you to place the most
효과적인
effective
타이밍에 더 씌우는 일을 하실
figment
테니
of possibility on us at the right times.
메타몰프시스를 말하는 건가?
I believe that's what you call metamorphosis.
네,
Yes, I suppose you could say that's a form of transformation.
그런 어려운
Golly,
단어는 어디서 알았대?
where did you learn big words like that?
주워들었다.
I picked it up. My
이 사람
prior
저
profession
사람
required
많이
meeting people with
만나봐야 하는
various
일을 했었거든.
occupations.
원신이라.
Verwandlung. How is that? Is he German?
담소는
Done
끝났냐?
chatting.
일단 길부터
Let's make
붙자고.
the way first. You'll spend more time together than you'd ever ask for, so keep that combo for later. Okay. Alright. Bum, 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 bum. Select a unit.
뭐야?
Okay.
내가 보고
What the
싶었던
hell is
거야?
this? You can view each character's basic stats. Okay, sure. Okay, so we have fire, DNA, rock, grass, snail, swords, and onion. There's always a purple onion. There's always a purple onion element in these games. This is where you view the unit's list of skills, upgrade. Wait, what? Zayn. Okay, summary. You may also select an enemy to view their detailed information. Resistance values. Okay, but I can't select who to attack, right? Okay, do I have to like remember this? Attack type, sin affinity. Oh, wrath, lust, sloth, gluttony, gloom, pride, envy. Okay, why is envy not green? Hello? Hello? Can we get that changed, please? Can we have green with envy a thing? Pierce, blunt, slash. Okay. Check your enemy's weakness. But then I don't get to pick who I'm attacking. So is this like does it tell me off the bat what their weakness is from here? Or do I have to be like, okay, so you're attacking you, right? So do I have to be like, oh, okay, so now I have to look at you, what do you have? And then for every single one of them? That's insane. Why would I ever do that? Okay, I'm just gonna go for words. Oh, wait, I can see, right? Oh, so I guess this is what that means then. So I don't have to like look at each and every one of them. The arrows will just tell me if it's good or not. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so but like, so this is the same. It doesn't matter. So sometimes having the big word show up is worse than just going through every single one of them and seeing how the arrows align. Okay.
해보겠습니다.
I told you he's from Metamorphosis from Franz Kafka. Okay. Those are thorns, not an onion. Only against certain enemies you can select. That comes in later. If it says favorite or dominating, that means better for you. Okay. In most cases, the unit with the leftmost skill on the dashboard will be the first to act among allies. Wait, what is this? Why is there a sixth thing? Okay. Starting from the allied units higher on the deployment order, the ally gains 1 additional slot with every passing turn, which means they gain extra. Okay, I see. Okay, so it says favored. Okay, well that just like lined up perfectly for us then. Okay, gotcha, understood.
적들을 제거하겠소.
제가
겨울 정도야?
완전한 침묵.
Use one of these buttons so that sinners choose what's... Okay, so it's like auto. Wait, what? However, it must be emphasized that leaving the sinners to make their own strategic choice could lead to so there's like an auto battle. I see. Clash outcome forecast. The clash outcome forecast appears on the top of the screen beside each selected skill. Please note that the forecast is not always perfect, but this is serviceable for when quick decisions are necessary. Quick decisions? Why? Why do I have to do quick time events? Dominating favored. Dominating. What does it say? Unopposed? Unopposed, so does it matter? Unopposed. Okay, but you're all 3 blues, so yeah. Unopposed. Oh, we're doing combined attacks now, I see. Okay.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Bam.
겨울 정도야?
폭의 거울은
아름답진 않네.
폭의 거울은 깨졌어.
Victory. Nice.
길이 열렸어.
Roads
하지만
clear,
대려,
but Verg,
내
Mephi
피가 달리기만
could just
했어도
run
길은
over them
뚫렸을 거야.
fine. Huh? What did I fight for then? Sensing a rattling agitation in my gestures. Okay.
진정하시죠, 단테.
Calm yourself. It's not right to ask for a toddler to run when it has yet to take its first steps. You'll need every opportunity to try to walk before you are made to run. Furthermore, as the manager, it's your job to manage your staff. And I am the guide. I decide where we go and how we arrive there. Do you get it? Don't argue with me. How am I supposed to not question a stranger who can't even hear me? I heard ticking, so what did that say?
별말 없었습니다.
Nothing much. True. Some verbose agreement that was. A nod should have be enough to let me know that you approve,
그럼
Dante.
미피, 출발하자.
Alright, here we go. How are you feeling? Extreme excitement. About to walk on air. Everybody talks in third person. So, where are we going?
그가
I'd like to know the
목적지를
destination. I believe I told you already, Dante. But just where are we going? With this side, the bus shuddered and started to rumble forward. Cutscene.
출발할게. 부릉부릉.
Now departing. Vroom vroom. Destination Inferno. This bus is very train-like. It's just running over people now. Okay. I have a friend that adores this game. I see. I mean, yeah, I like it. A lot of different elements from games that I enjoy. If only I read these books that these characters are like from. Face the sin, save the ego. Is it me? Especially Don Quixote. Don is buttons. Crazy. Okay. Alright. What is this? Hello, new manager. Uh-huh. Let's see how we can continue playing through the story. Drive. Alright, chat. We have roughly 35 minutes left of stream for this part, and then we will be back. So after we end stream, we will be back 90 minutes later for the podcast, yeah? Ba-ba-bum. Oh, what is this? The Outcast. Canto 1. What is this? Select this button to continue playing through the story. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Gamble, go gambling now.
앞에 장애물이 있어.
Blockage ahead, permission to go vroom vroom. Okay, the shadow was finally what got me to open my eyes. After all, nothing beats blocking out your sight when you want to keep boredom at bay. But that there was much else to do on the bus, whose destination was unknown to me. My lack of head and memory certainly don't help either. Yep. Alright, let's proceed. Here comes bumpity bumps.
비싼 세정제야. 베르가 큰맘 먹었다고 그랬어.
Expensive washer fluid. Okay. So, like, we just ran over people. Bus is covered in gore, and we have to pay a lot for bus washing. Gotcha. The clumps stuck to the window gently dissolve, letting light through. Many different sets of eyes on the bus are lethargically facing forward. Felt like pretty gruesome scene, but based on the other's reaction, this kind of violence is common in the cities. Right. It felt rather awkward to close my eyes again now that I'm wide awake, but that's when the conspicuously bearded man grabbed my attention. Glasses know where we're going right now. A feature far more conspicuous in the beard made me slip.
벌레 양반이라고 부르려고 했지?
Oh, like bug guy. Yeah. He's yep.
다시 한번 말하자면 내 이름은 그레고르요.
Once again, my name is Gregor. The same way you're called Dante and not Clockface. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. Couldn't find any excuse, so just okay.
기사 양반.
Bus girly, where are we headed?
다시 한번 말하자면
Once again, my name is Sharon.
당신이 벌레
Same
양반이
way
아니라
you're called Gregor and not Bug
불리듯이.
Guy. Right. He got you there, Gregor. Really did.
베르가 말했어.
Verg said,
수감자들은
the sinners will
사고로
go
간다.
to District 4. What? Ho, did District 4 fall upon my ears? This place is known to be the home of the Grass Maiden, just the origin of the heroine's journey. And 'twas the... Bloody hell, you're rattling on and on and on. Can't you just shut up and let the trip go in peace? Why had I remained silent until mere moments ago? I said to shut up.
이봐요.
Sorry, did you happen to realize you're being louder here?
죽어도 살아난다고
Even if you
해서
can't die, you
아프지
sure
않은
as hell can suffer, no?
한 번만 더
I'll say that
그런
again.
말을 했는데도 돌아오는 게 폭력이라니.
I say the right thing,
수준
you
알만하네요.
and your first response is violence. Shows how refined you are. I contemplated for a second. Should I step in? Is this the part where I exercise my authority as the manager with dignity and grace? A faint memory urges me to do something. Now, guys, it is inadvisable to lose your... What?
모분조도.
Tranches.
모가지를 분질러야 조용해지지.
To write against noisy, crying hogs.
이럴 줄 알았어. 옷에 피가
I knew this would
튀었잖아.
happen. I left a spot on my clothes. Look,
꼭 내
do you
앞에서
guys really have to
싸워야겠어?
fight next to me? I must be mad. We haven't even reached our destination and they've already killed 3 of our own, that is.
잠깐 한눈이라도 팔려고
Can't
하면
take a small
사고를
break without
치는
anticipating trouble, can I?
너희 넷
You 4,
이번 달
cleaning
버스
duty for the next
청소다.
month.
어째서?
Such unfairness. I merely sought the hand of justice.
잠깐. 내 옷 빨래도
Also,
포함시켜줘.
Tell him to do my
걔는
laundry too.
와인이랑은
Blood
다르게
doesn't
잘 안
wash off
빠진단
easily as
말이야.
wine stains.
비싼 건데.
Try cleaning is costly. No one bats an eye at the lifeless janitors to be littering the floor. Maybe they're already taking in their indefinite revivals for granted. But I don't even know how exactly I'm supposed to bring them back.
변태, 시계를
I'd like you to turn the
돌려주시겠습니까?
clock back. Turn the clock?
그런
Yes.
모양새면
That must mean
어리둥절한
there's a
표정이라는
puzzled
건가?
look somewhere on your face. Should be.
기억해두죠.
I'll keep that in
하우스트
mind.
씨,
Tired nodding gestures to me. I let out a small sigh, but still came to my seat, probably out of a sense of
처음 만났던
obligation.
날에도
It's the same thing you did the day we first met, Dante, though. I suppose that was more of an instinctual reaction. Now, let's try
다시
again.
해보죠.
Close your eyes. Though I have no eyes to close, blocking out my sight is something I've done. I've had no reason to follow Faust's instructions
사실
here.
문은 어디에나 있어요.
In fact, the door is
그러나
everywhere.
당신에게만 보이죠.
However, only you can see it, for the stars never set in your sky. At that, I felt a thread of light creep into my sight. As if to open my eyes, I embraced that light. Then I saw space. So this is just the truth from Full Metal Alchemist. I see. Cool. Yep, it's the truth. I'm about to lose my... Is that how I lost my head? Was that... Oh, I see. Now that makes sense. For this power to turn back time, I gave up my head and my memories because of the rules of equivalent exchange, right? Yeah. And then at the end, I'm supposed to sacrifice the door itself and then lose my powers. Yeah. No. The Gate of Sky from Fate? No. This is the Door of Truth. We're about to, what was it? Do the forbidden transmutation or whatever. It wasn't a pleasant sight. Suffocating heat and agonized cries leap through the gap, hearing the endless laments of wailing for even a split second. You know what this reminds me of? Like, I used to go to a like way back in the day, back before light was invented or whatever. I went to a private Catholic school just because it was like private or whatever back in the day. I went there for like a year for reasons unknown, but like they had a retreat that we had to go to, and it was like we ended up going to the mountains for like a weekend, and then at night, right? This is what they showed like elementary schoolers, but we were listening to some recording, and then they were like, yeah, chat, or not, yeah, students, what you're hearing is the wailings of the spirits of hell. And I was just like, what the hell is that? What the fuck? What do you mean? It was something like this, but like more like, from a scary movie. And I was like, there's no way that we're just doing this. There's no way. To like elementary schoolers. Like that's how you get them, chat. That's how they get you. Oh god. J just hello. If you like this game, you came right before a major update. Well, we've only played for however long stream has been going, for 90 minutes. And yeah, we'll give it, we'll give it another spin, eventually. I'll add it to my list of games in my rotation, Tomorrow is a collab. Yeah. But yeah, we'll play this game again, because we only have 30 minutes left of the stream, and again, I'll be back later for the podcast. The collab is 7 hours from now. Oh, I guess it depends what time zone you're in. However, I'm approaching the door, grasping at the handles as if that's what I was born to do. Despite being seemingly heavy, pulling it open was surprisingly easy. I grope about in the door. No. Why would you ever grope about in the door? Thousands upon thousands of last whales lay within, and reaching inside, I grab a few unknown hands. I can feel the histories of each sins bearing their brands crawl up to my arm, my hand into my arm. Art thou prepared to share the pain? Could have that been a question, or rather pressure to comply? I pulled forth, the sinners grasping my... Oh, so we're looking for the people that just died, and then pulling them back. I see. Right. Terrible pain spreads through my neck and head, so crushingly severe it makes me wish I were dead. The indescribable sensation of bone and muscle twisting and tangling with each other goes on to feels like an eternity. My legs weren't prepared to endure all of this agony. I fell to kneel atop the pool of blood in helplessness. Ugh. Then I see it. Trembles in the bloody pools, gradually growing into waves and bubbles rising from the floor. Soon that blood soaking the ground coalesced into three masses. Then the agony that seemed to last forever vanished just like that. Good old stuff. I remember Limbus Day 1. So, like, the whole... I don't know, have you guys seen The Irregular at Magic High School, the anime? Because they kind of do the same thing, right? We learn, spoilers, in the next, 30 seconds, or, 5 seconds. But we learn that the main character has the ability to, replace the current copy with a version of it from the past, right? So for example, if you got your leg blown off, he can go back in time if it happens in 24 hours, and then he'll replace the copy of you that's hurt with a copy of you from before you got hurt, right? And it's just completely overrides whatever happened, and that was it. But for him to do that, he has to experience the pain that you've endured and condense it into half of a second, right? So if you were in pain for 3 minutes, then he's experiencing those 3 minutes of pain in a instant, right? So it just goes straight to his head. So that's kind of what's happening here. So these people can be brought back, but in the anime, I guess it's only if they've sustained the damage or pain within the last 24 hours, I believe. As the lumps of blood rose into the air and flew away, my sight was cleared of dreadful redness, returning us to the grumbling bus. How does it feel to have your head back after it was severed? Was it exciting? Right as Heathcliff is restored to consciousness, he rubs his neck, mutters the vulgar words, and approaches Ryushu. Hold on, I just brought you back. Heathcliff turns around to glare at me, his eyes of a man devoured by blind fury. Isn't it your job to bring us back? If your job's done, then step aside before I knock your down block off. Please wait. Dante looks like they're in a lot of pain. We really should. Okay. Yep. Death. The incoherent gurgles of a dying person violated my ears.
시계대가리.
Next time, Clockface, you're
다음번엔 널
crushed.
깰 거야.
Very clear. You really are as porous as you look.
한번 죽었으면
Was dying once not
공격을
enough for
못하나?
you? Tighten his grip on his bat and is ready to swing her weapon as well. I have seriously become the manager of people who can't be stopped even by death. While I was lost in thought, all tension on the bus suddenly dropped and froze over.
아무래도 제대로
Seems like this team's in serious need of discipline. The sinners on a collision course stopped dead in their tracks. A cold pair of red eyes cast their glare between the
첫
two.
번째 규칙.
Rule number 1.
버스 안에서는
Do not let me hear weapons
무기
clashing
부딪히는
inside the
소리
bus.
순간 이후로
If any of you break
이
this rule
규칙이
as of now,
너희는 내게
you're going to be
제발
begging for me to let
죽여달라고.
you die.
난 충분히 그럴
I'm
수
sure
있는
you know I'm
사람이야.
capable of that and more, right? Sinclair's writhing on the floor was the only sound breaking the silence. Heathcliff glowered and couldn't bring himself to argue back.
탄태,
I'm sorry
미안하게
about this. I
됐습니다.
need you to rewind one more time. I gotta do that again. I'd rather die. Oh my god. No, you won't. You're gonna do it again. It's fine, bro. The faint hint of a smile on Berg's face vanishes as his expression shifts.
내가 아직 사과와
You'd
부탁을
better
하고
open up
있을
while I'm still
때
feeling generous
오늘
enough to
연기
ask and offer
좋을
apologies,
텐데.
manager.
아,
Oh, in case you're
단지
refusing
아픔이
simply
두려운
because you don't
거라면,
want more pain,
그래서
I can
고개를
gladly
젓는
help
거라면
with
그
that.
정도의 고통에는
This
너나
degree of pain will
깜빡하게
feel like
말이죠.
nothing by the time I'm done.
그럼 견딜 수
Surely
있지
you'll be a
않겠습니까?
tougher person afterwards,
내가
right?
잘못 들은 건가?
Did I hear
관리자님이
correctly? I'm pretty
분명
sure our
거부
manager
의사를 내비쳤던 것
clearly
같은데.
declined your request.
당신
You,
기아드는
not the
박자-
time to step in.
입사할 때
I was informed when I
나의
joined the
상관은
company
네가
that the
아니라
executive manager
관리자님이라고
would be
분명히
my
들었다.
superior, not
관리자께서
you.
고개를 저었다면
I would say that the manager has made himself clear with a shake of the
그래.
head. I see. So their aide has decided to step in. Is that it? Then it's my turn to make clear what I mean. The red hue in his eyes grew deeper, much to my dread. I don't really know what I'm meant to do as a manager, or even if I deserve to take the role. But I felt that I should at least stop things here so we don't get into a bigger mess. Reviving one should hurt less than reviving 12 at once. Okay. Yep. Stand down and withdrew the red glow from his glare as if in mutual
잘
understanding.
생각하셨고.
Good thinking. As you wish. Otis seems to want to add her input, but she promptly backed down, straightened herself out. The red door greeted me again, along with the twisting sensation. I've given up trying to describe the throes I go through. Words can't express it in full anyway. Thank you very much. Sinclair stood up with a faint moan and bowed to me before waddling back to his seat. Okay, that was a lot. Then today, when they try to be orderly or something, just goes wrong. Rewards earned. Okay. Cool. I see. So that was like a lot of reading. Yep. Clear within 10 turns. Affinity slashing. Enemy info, nothing. -8 green juice. Okay. You can configure various teams from your 12 Limbus Company sinners and their identities. Okay. Edit team, sure. Uh-huh. Yep. You will not be able to edit your team in certain battle encounters. However, in those cases, selecting anywhere in a sinner's identity portrait will deploy that identity to battle. Sure. Okay. Select the announcer button to the left to view the list of announcers. Oh my, what is this? Magnifier icon at the bottom of each announcer to view the, oh, okay, voice lines. 20 teams. I can't be bothered to understand what that is right now. To the right panel to view identities that gain the selected ego resources and the ego that use them. Sure. You can copy. Oh, you can just. Oh, okay. So you can copy team codes. Sure. Okay, copy, load, team code. Sure. Deploying backup units. In normal battles, you cannot deploy more sinners than the participant limit indicated by the bottom right corner. There. However, in chain battles, you can deploy backup units in addition to your participating units. When a unit is defeated mid-battle, a backup unit will substitute. Okay, sure. When a participating unit is killed, backup units will be substituted. Okay, is there a downside to having backup units be summoned after a guy is killed? The backup unit is in battle. They will enter with bonus SP. Certain battles may give additional buffs to backup units. Wait, but that just means like I'm incentivized to have people die in battles, then the backup people can show up with buffs. That seems weird. In chain battles, SP lost due to ally death. Oh, okay, so dying loses SP, sure. Listen, the base factors increasing, decreasing sanity will not activate. Wait, what? In chain battles, SP lost due to ally death listed in base factors will not. Okay, yeah. So in chain battles, they don't lose SP. Huh? If an ally is defeated mid-encounter, a backup unit with the earliest deployment order will replace them. When a deployed unit is defeated, the support passive will activate instead of its combat passive. When a backup unit substitutes in the combat passive. What? In chain battles, the indicator that shows the number of waves shows total number of enemies and the number of defeated enemies instead. However, this indicator does not take into account the extra enemies that are summoned due to certain conditions. Okay. Select to battle to begin the encounter with your currently selected deployed sinners.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
Sure.
저기 질문이 있네.
You should be able to. I haven't realized how far the sinners have grown since day one. You should be able to friend people soon. Later, it is normal to have your own guys here. There's one guy that you get that even works by killing others. Unless they change Canto 1, there aren't no chain battles. And why would I introduce to it if it wasn't here? Okay. Alright. Alright, 10 minutes left, chat. Hopefully we can finish this segment. And if the segment is done before 10 minutes, then we'll just call it there, yeah? Really? Why are you so eager to learn them? I was forced to buy one, which was orange hair girl, and then that was it. Cold stare, who lit their cigarette. She looked back at him with a peculiar face. Rule number 2: don't litter the bus floor with cigarettes. They leave burn marks. I have funny butterfly gunman. The bus falls silent again. Now wait a second, the bus shouldn't be this quiet. Where's the engine roar? Karen, why aren't you speeding up? No food, Mephi is hungry. Good, we could use something to lift the mood. Are we dropping by a gas station? The idea, okay, plugging in a fuel nozzle onto a bus like an average driver felt alien. A car needs fuel to run. Try flashing the headlights a bit like stage lights. It's dance timey. Wait, if we do that, we're effectively asking to be attacked. That appears to be the intent. Sorry. I could hear someone slam the bus outside. Oi! Leave all your stuff behind and get off. Y'all got 30 seconds. 10, 9. Please keep 20 of them. Well, you say your prayers for the other 20. Why am I surrounded by dullards left and right? What did you just say? How cowardly of them to ambush us. They must be villains without a shadow of a doubt. Alright, everyone off. And one more thing, we want them near death, not dead. But I can't choose who I'm attacking. So like, do I even have a say in that? Okay, wave 1. 2 waves, turn 1. The hell is this? Okay, yep, there's stuff here, there's stuff there. Cool. Gaining multiple skills, the same color, resonance, Connect these skills, same affinities to activate resonance. Okay. Ping 2 or more skills. Okay.
행동을 개시합니다.
좋은 전략입니다.
Nothing like murder before a break. Yep. Gaining 3 or more adjacent skill with the same affinity activates absolute resonance. Try activating absolute resonance. Okay. Boom. Right. Activate resonance slightly enhances the affected skills based on the number of skills linked to the resonance chain. Skills closer to the right end of the dashboard receive greater boosts. I see. So, like, do I get to choose how these are ordered? And then can I put the strongest person on the right? Because the right most gets the greater boost or whatever?
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Bam.
좋은 전략입니다.
Okay, I was told not to kill them, yet they've exploded, which I would assume means that they died. Each unit has a unique passive. Oh my goodness, I have to like
무슨
look.
일인가요, 관리자님?
Oh, that's so many buttons to click for the passives. Deal 10% damage to units with negative status. Okay. Please activate resonance passive by activating resonance. Okay. Needs pride indigo resonances too. Okay. Okay, game. You need to pull, like, objectively base IDs are bad.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Okay.
순조로운 전략입니다.
Right. Okay. Okay, so that guy's staggered. Cool. I mean, he exploded. What happened to, like, not killing them? Take a look at this different pass. Oh, it's right here. Icons on the top left of the screen showed a list of available passives. Like Mersal's icon highlighted here. Owned 7 out of 2. At less than 50% HP, gain 1 protection at start of combat phase. As an owned passives are active automatically each turn, provided you have enough ego resources. Oh, this thing. Okay, right. Requires 2 sloth yellow resources over here. Use a skill to gain ego resource corresponding to the skill's affinity, viewable here. Okay, so colors get us these, sure. Since we gathered enough sloth yellow ego resources from the previous turn, this owned passive is already activated. Currently, active passives will be highlighted. Sure. And then we just blue. Ta-da!
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
순조로운
Okay.
전략, 좋은 전략입니다.
Okay, he's exploded. This is very true. I'm a veteran of this game. I played day 1, pulled on the first banner. Nice. I have the OG of OG
관리자님의
IDs
99%
G-Corp
명령과
Reg.
1%의 제
Sure.
실력이 합쳐진 결과였습니다.
Okay. Oh, that was it, right? That was the whole dance time. Okay. Yeah. We'll just leave it at there, chat. Again, later today, in roughly how many hours? In roughly in 1.5 hours, we will be doing our podcast with our other good friend, Yuko. Do one pull. I mean, extract. I guess we could do it. Sure. Is it this one? I mean, does it matter which one? Oh, this one's cheap. Let's do this one. Okay. So this is 800. Yeah. Okay, we're doing it, chat. We're gonna do this. And then we will go. Okay. Bam.
이상이요.
I'm Yi saying, please remain silent if you find yourself at the Temple of Knowledge. Okay.
혈기분들은 악독하면서 끈질겨요.
So the zeros is practically like the stars, right? So more zeros mean better. Blood fiends are not only vile, but they're also persistent. So we should make sure we have everything. Okay. Wait, why did I just skip everything? Oh, those were the only ones that really mattered, and everything else is trash. I see. Do the 10. My favorite is Solemn Lament. You just got a sinking and a root. Do the last one. What do you mean do the last one? Do another one? Okay. Alright, that one is bigger than this one. So I presume that's good.
승객 여러분 안녕하쇼.
Welcome aboard.
도착하였네.
Is it Don Quixote? Time to rip space. Welcome aboard, dearest passengers. I have arrived.
훈련실에서 펼쳐지는 예술.
Do you wish to witness the art performed in training room? Cool. I guess. I forgot. I don't know. These are words that I don't know. But that is it for now. I'm gonna put this. I think this was guaranteed. Gotcha. Well, yep, chat. That is it for now. Again, this is our podcast poster thing, and we will be back in like 90 minutes. But for now, let me see who I can like send you all to. Ooh, there's quite a lot of people playing the game. Same category. Let's send you to someone playing the same thing, yeah? Let's send you all to okay, this person gets it. The stream title is My Voice Will No Longer Exist by the End of the Stream. So that's kind of how I felt. So let's send you all over there. All right, chat. Bye. Sending you all to Lord Vermeer. Yep. See ya, chat.